you follow us on Twitter, you will understand that a lot has been happening between two major companies that will actually dictate what's about to go down in the mobile marketplace. And I'm telling you, it is Epic versus Apple. Okay? Epic runs Fortnite and a bunch of other games, but mainly it's the Fortnite. So that's the first thing I'm going to put up in the image right here, right now. And that is the versus. And Apple has been taken to court because of what it seems to be a monopoly. I don't want to sit here and sound long-winded, but I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. The mic's working. Outlandish went ahead and checked the mic. Does it work?
It does.
It works. Make sure you're close to the mic, because last episode we did not. That's not the mic, sir. So put it in front of the mic as best as you can, and then you'll be fine. Thank you.
It works.
So, again, just let's first of all, before we get into all of this, we'd like to shout out our 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube.
I think hold on. It looks like 979.
979, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
979. Yes.
Exact numbers, great. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Okay, love it. Sharing is caring. We try to give you again easy news, easy to digest, and debates with the rants and IOOs, which is in our opinions. And you're gonna hear a lot of it today because this week is again jam-packed. So, without further ado, I introduced the Epic vs. Apple. So this has been crazy, man.
My God, it went crazy this week.
Super clear. Shout out to the podcast and the comments. Yes, sound nice and clear. I am glad.
Oh, thank God. Thank
I
God.
know, because
yes.
we don't want
Hallelujah.
extra reverb and whatnot.
Hallelujah.
Okay, let's get into it, because this is one that we wanted to talk about for quite some time, and we hear it a lot. We heard it a lot. Epic versus Apple. Now, I'm going to go bring up an article, because let's just talk about this real quick. You would think it is 2021, court systems and the COVID-19 pandemic allowed them to control what they needed to control right when this started. Mm-hmm. So what I learned today, well, actually not today, but I learned this week that the trial started with a public line. What a public line is they had a cap of 200. If you hear the squeaking, guys, just so you know, my doggy's having some fun with the little ball.
So it's just a little
Here,
squeaky.
it is what
just
it is.
a little.
So they had a public line, which is, I guess, a lot of people went on there. And when they went on there, okay, they were screaming profanity. They were going out. They were screaming hashtag free Fortnite. They weren't saying hashtag, but you know what I'm saying. They would say free Fortnite and just going off on everybody from kids to adults.
It was crazy. I was like hearing all that. I was like, are we kidding me right now?
Yeah.
I know they have to do it public because, you know, in the courts like this, people are allowed to watch it publicly. But since, you know, with the whole COVID thing, everyone can jam into a courtroom. So they have to open it up to the live. And of course, when you open it to live, look what happened.
Yep. Shouts out to Jeff Keighley, because so I guess there's a law, and I'm going to probably smudge it up, but there's a law that you can't live stream a court if you are press. If you are AP, if you're, I don't know, CNN.
AP, NPR. I'm trying to think of all
Yeah. So
all
if
things,
you're a publication, a licensed publication with a journalist license or whatnot, okay, you can't live stream or put out to the public the court hearing. But shouts out to Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley's not a reporter nor a journalist.
Nope.
So he got away with taking the audio and streaming it on YouTube without getting pulled down, which is great. Thus, people in their podcasting are liking, and we're not too sophisticated to do so. But maybe in the future we will.
We'll get to that point, I'm sure.
Yeah. So with that said, they took the audio from Jeff Keighley and they made Discord servers. So all these other people couldn't hear live time of the audio of the whole entire hearing.
Exactly.
It was fantastic how regardless, we were going to know what was going down.
Of course.
Each and every day. We knew it was going to go down.
Yeah. Every time it kept going live every day. So we knew exactly what was going on. We knew what evidence was thing, because every evidence that was showed, everything that was shown was made to the public. So we pretty much know exactly what was being shown by both Epic and Apple.
The leaked leaked information.
Oh,
That
there
came
was
out, bro.
so much leaked information. There was some stuff that I'm shocked
And
by.
they said that these documents aren't supposed to be for public consumption.
But nope.
Public line got way out of hand the first day because the court didn't realize how to mute.
They were awful. Well, of course,
Within
it's
2 hours.
It's a bunch of people who don't know how to use those type of things, so of course they have to figure it out.
And then guess what happened? They found it and they muted it. So it's fun while it lasted. Like the PlayStation Home with the mic on the Bluetooth. It's fun while it lasted for 8 hours, and they got rid of the feature and blamed it on
exactly.
bandwidth consumption. So here's the thing. They were going back and forth on it. What was one of the issues?
Well, I know.
So I don't want to dive into the leak yet until.
So, well, I know there was one of the things Epic was discussing about the amount of money that they have spent, getting all this stuff, getting to where they need to be at right now.
Pretty much their how would I say this? Their current business practices came to light.
Yes.
Which was the millions of dollars that they spent.
$11 million they spent just on free games alone.
Yeah.
So pretty much, people get the Epic store to get the free games. So Epic spent $11 million just on free games by itself.
And if you guys don't understand, they're banking on spending that much money and getting that in return with in-game purchases and somebody buying that game and getting that game within their ecosystem so they can recoup the money from what they spent but as an exclusive. So it's a very, very risky move, and they've been doing it for a while on multiple
games. Like some of the top ones that they did was Batman Arkham was one of them. Hold on, Subnautica. Sorry.
As he dives into his notes.
Subnautica and Mutant Year Zero. Those are the ones they spent the most on, which is for Batman Arkham 1.5 million and Subnautica and Mutant Year Zero at 1 million each. So they are spending a ton of money on getting these free exclusives, so people will want to go into their Epic store and use their program instead of Steam, or try to get people away from Steam.
Yeah. Which that was one of their issues that a lot of people were like, damn, they're spending so much dumb money. Crazy.
A lot of money, like trying to get like exclusives.
Yeah. Which it's a risk, but only calculated. It does seem like they are going for broke for every little exclusive to meet that competition.
That's what it seems like. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know about this, but for the first 6 months when Borderlands came out for PC, it was exclusive on the Epic Store. Borderlands 3. Like, even people who reserved it on Steam, they specifically cannot get it until the 6 months is up through the thing.
Yep.
And they spent a ton of money on getting that exclusive.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so crazy the amount of money
like
that they do.
consoles do that with Call of Duty and some of their downloadable content. Like their game come out at the same time with all platforms, but only console will get certain perks within 6 months to a year.
$115 million they spent
In total?
for Borderlands 3.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Just for Borderlands 3.
Damn.
$115 million.
Do you have the numbers for Control? I know they spent a good amount of deal for 2-week exclusive for Control. I don't know if you have that.
No,
We
no,
actually
I
talked
didn't.
about that I think 2 episodes ago.
No, I didn't see
Yeah.
how much
'Cause
exactly
we-
on that.
at that
But I know
point-
that one was a huge one. That's why it was
Yeah.
huge. That's what caught my eye.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, they're spending so much money to get like the exclusive stuff to get people to come into
But the
their
documents
thing.
didn't show that if they made the return.
They did.
They did make the return.
That they made 80% of their return.
So they not.
Almost.
So they didn't break even.
They broke even at the end, but for the first 2 weeks, they made 80% of their return.
Oh, okay. So
and
see,
then after
that's-
that, they made the money.
See, that's a good calculated risk.
Exactly.
Now, here's where it's going to get confusing, guys. So I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. Easy as possible, okay? But we need to make sure we all know exactly what we're going to be talking about, because what I'm going to explain to you is what Sony has been holding off on cross-platform gaming for a reason, bro. And this was gangsta the way they did it, but it makes sense. So let's get it, right? I play Fortnite on the PlayStation 4, okay? Hold on one second. Doggies. She got crazy. So, anywho, now what we need to talk about is the Sony's dealing with the cross-platforming games. So, the example was Fortnite. You play Fortnite on the PlayStation 4. That's your go-to. You're playing it, you're playing it, you're playing it. Now, what happens is when you want to buy a skin or a merchant or anything of that sort, right? You go ahead and you buy that. Once you do that, you finalize it, then you go to an iPad. You use those same skins. But then something gets your eye, you spend V-Bucks on that, and you go ahead and purchase that on the iPad. Sony missed income from that iPad. You got the game on the PlayStation 4. You missed opportunity to go grab the actual revenue from that area. So what happened is they made a deal for every cross-platforming game to have what's called, I don't know the exact term, but it's like a guesstimate revenue loss. So when they had a guesstimate revenue loss, they're like, okay, well, if you started playing Fortnite on the Sony platform, and then you went ahead on the iPad, and you purchased all that stuff on iPad too, where's my money? In order for me to allow you to cross-platform with your PlayStation Network name, I need my dough.
Yeah, which I...
So this is what's going to happen. Whatever you buy on the iPad, I'm going to make 20% out of that. I think it was 20%. 20% off what you spent on that PlayStation Network ID that you made on Fortnite, and we're going to get that money. That goes for every single cross-platforming game currently. So Rocket League, for instance. Rocket League is now on, what, the Xbox, the PC?
It's on, Xbox, PC. I believe it's on Switch now, too.
Switch?
I think it was going to be going on Switch or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah. So now, if you have it on Rocket League, you use your own username that was founded on the PlayStation and go about other platforms and spend money and download packs, Sony gets revenue. That was a leaked agreement that was not supposed to be public. And now look. And it's actually pretty slick, and that is the main reason why they halted cross-platform. And they were the last ones to enable cross-platforming through PlayStation. And that goes for Destiny too.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, there's another leaked one that came out too that I found interesting. One that was leaked was originally they were working with Nintendo to get Samus into Fortnite.
Yep. Well,
that was leaked earlier.
But there's so many other ones leaked too. That was another separate leak of all the Fortnite skins. Do you have them all written down?
No, not all the skins. No, unfortunately, no.
They were supposed to be calculated partnerships with these skins, and one of them was what you just said, Samus.
That's just like there was supposed to be that, but then of course didn't work out. So, but it was nothing was said, nothing new, no one knew about it.
Yep.
Until it was leaked earlier this week. And then
there was so many others though.
And then another leaked situation was that they were really desperate to get first-party titles from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. And it's Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. They were trying to get their first-party exclusive games, and they want to talk to Nintendo because they know how strict Nintendo is. They don't like having their stuff on other systems.
Absolutely. They're the last ones to talk to when it comes to using their property.
Microsoft didn't really get back to them, and Microsoft, which was also leaked, a little tiny leak, that Microsoft talks to Steam, Gabe. He's the one who's in charge of Steam. He talks to him with a couple of things, so that kind of makes you think like, oh, the Steam and Microsoft are working something out too, I guess. And then Sony, this is the big one. They offered Sony $200 million for 4 to 6 titles. They didn't give the exact titles. 4 to 6 titles, but Sony never got back to them.
Jeez.
So that was also recently leaked. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, Wow, Epic is really, really trying to
They're reaching, bro. It's like they're reaching, but for good reason. They're really trying to.
They're like really trying.
This trial is going to be going for 3 weeks, so there's going to be more details because we didn't dive into Valve's involvement with their injunction that they were recently granted for Apple to look through Valve's business practices.
Like for me, what I love about this whole thing is seeing all the money side of it and how much money they spent. Because another thing that I saw too,
and understanding the reasons why Sony, was reluctant for crossplay until they get their money right. They were smart though.
Exactly, I get that. It's just they spent a total of $1 billion from 2019, 2020, and 2021 so far to be able to get exclusive titles to Epic. 2019, they spent about $542 million. 2020, they spent about $44 million. And then 2021 so far, they spent $52 million. Just to get exclusive on the thing. They are trying. Mm-hmm. And none of this would have been announced or put out there, but because of the court case, it was.
Yep. And I think there's going to be more to come.
So it's showing. So pretty much all this is showing is how, I don't want to say, should I say not desperate, like how they really want to try to get into like the PC and try to get people to join them instead of Steam.
Yeah, man.
That's what it seems like, at least from everything from what I read.
This better pay off though. You better hope this pays off, because if they don't, he's going to go down as like the riskiest gambling CEO.
Well, the thing is, I don't think
ever.
they're profit yet, right? I don't think they're still profit.
I don't think they're even. I don't even think they're even yet.
Yeah, because
but they're. I think in the leaked documents too, they said by Apple standards, they said by 2027 they'll break even. But Apple was saying that because you're facing.
But Epic is saying 2023.
Yeah, which makes sense because that's from a company that is running the company, whereas Apple's like, well, based on what I look at it, you ain't gonna make it that far. Like,
well, just Apple was being just
yeah. So, me personally, and this is IOO, in our opinion, okay, I think Apple should lose.
You really think?
I think they should lose.
Like, what do you think is going to gain?
And I will say this.
What do you think?
And you know why? I wouldn't say debated, but I spoke to somebody on Twitter, and he was on the Apple side, and I was on Epic side-ish, because, and how would I say this? It was, and this will come out next week probably, but it was hinted. Being anti-competitive, the quote is competition builds innovation. So if you're going to have a lot of competition, you're going to have more choices, and it builds innovation to do something different.
Oh, that's amen. That's how that's supposed to be.
PlayStation Now was born from OnLive. OnLive was popping and then died. Walmart had Gaikai, whatever, as a streaming service. That died because Sony bought them.
Yeah,
but Walmart's going right back to that, too. Did you hear about that?
I heard about that.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
I heard about that.
But, and then PlayStation Now was born. And PlayStation Now had it for a while versus these others. Mm-hmm. And then Stadia happened. Then Game Pass happened. It was Game Pass first. Then Stadia now. Then all of a sudden, all these developers now getting it. EA. Ubi.
Amazon started getting
Amazon Luna.
They're kind of failing right now, but
they are. Stadia is failing too. Stadia, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Dreamcast.
Don't.
It was hot, and it's hot, and it's gonna die quick.
Do not diss Dreamcast like that, because I'm sorry, I will not compare Stadia to Dreamcast, because Dreamcast actually had some amazing games. Do not throw dirt on Dreamcast's name like
Stadia
that.
has some amazing games too.
What amazing
just not
games
under
they
their
got?
not under their studios because
exactly,
they were done in
Dreamcast
one
did.
year.
I was about to say, what original titles did they get? They got like one.
They did though.
That's it. And you know what happened with them, which we discussed in an episode before? They're no longer making first-party games anymore.
Episode 8, by the way, guys. So you know.
They're never making anymore.
We all just got silent.
They're not making anymore first-time play. The only thing they're doing is third-party titles.
Okay, so they'll crash slowly, but not to Dreamcast levels. I don't know. I was just thinking about it. Maybe the marketing, maybe the way the picture looked, but I don't know. Anywho, okay. Lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about? What were we talking about?
No, we were talking.
Oh, okay. So all the new competition builds innovation. So they're looking at Apple being anti-competitive, and for good reason. Why do they deny? This leads to another leak, by the way, and this is the debate that I had on Twitter. Apple denied Microsoft for releasing their app to play games, Game Pass, aka Project xCloud, to the Apple Store. The reason why,
yeah, we talked about that last week.
They couldn't go ahead and rate each and every game to defend our consumers. Weren't we just watching Cuties on Netflix? Weren't we just watching 13,
I wasn't
13
watching
ways?
it.
What was the thing on Netflix? 13 ways of
that
promoted suicide, and they had to put a disclaimer on it.
Yeah.
What's it called? 13 something.
13. It's not 13 Ways to Die. 13 days before. Why can't
13 something. So weren't we just watching all those? Weren't we just watching all those on Netflix, right? But Apple let them do it. Apple let them do it.
I
Right?
get it.
They didn't rate every movie that's
get
on
it.
there on Netflix, right? Isn't that? I had the wife check this out. MPAA. That's the official rating system for movies, right?
Yeah, that's what they always. Yeah.
So Apple allows apps that play Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, Disney, all that, which is all rated by the MPAA. But with gaming, they're rated by the ESRB, but they flat denied it.
Is it because of the RSRB or what was their reasoning?
I'm trying to get your camera, huh?
Is it because of the rating?
The main reason
or
why,
is it because of another reason?
The main reason why is because they don't have control to rate each and every individual game on their platform. So to protect consumers, they refuse them.
So to protect consumers, even though we have all these like horror movies and all that coming onto their apps through the thing, but then they have issues with games that have pretty much the same ratings as what you see in the movies.
Say that one more time, so I can grab that. So see how it doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, repeat it.
So hold on. So they are pretty much stopping anything that's going on like with the whole games because they have violence and all that type of stuff, I guess. But they have those type of things onto those, like you said, Hulu, Netflix, and all that type of stuff without having any issues. What sense does that make?
That's what I tried to say on Twitter, because they don't seem to get that. Oh, there's no legal precedent, bro. It's anti-competitive because of that main reason. Why did Apple do that? So then they said, well, we offer these companies what's called PWA. It's a protocol to allow apps and gaming like apps to run on the browser on the iPhone. Android has been doing that for a while. Another means to download it. If it's not on Google Play, you get to download it from the website with the web browser and play it on the web browser. Android is a free, open-sourced software, so they're able to do that and get away with it. It is what it is, but cause fragmentation, which on the user experience could hinder greatly. It can be a terrible experience depending on what phone you got.
Oh, yeah.
So Apple don't want that. But they went ahead and they still pitched it as an alternative.
Why?
Damn well it's clunky.
Yeah.
All these, and that's why Microsoft's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to go and release ours on Google Play as a test, and we're going ahead and test that as an official app on Google Play iPhone. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to go do my thing. Doesn't that make any? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. You're right.
So, with that said, they pitched that. Microsoft says nope. Facebook obviously was behind Microsoft, like, you ain't ish. You can't be doing that. That's stupid. And we know good and well PWAs already. Nobody's gonna know what the hell that is for an average iPhone consumer. You grab the iPhone, the first thing you're gonna do is download apps. Mm-hmm. So if they're saying, oh, you can still play Game Pass Ultimate on your iPhone, great. Where's the app? Well, there's no app. Well, I can't play it then. But there is an app for it. You got to go to the web browser, log into this, get this. Every time you got to go in there, you got to log in because you can't have any memory because it's a browser and you clean. That's terrible.
Yeah, that seems like a whole process, like kind of a very annoying process that we
So-
shouldn't be going through this nowadays.
So, in a sense, they're saying that they're not anti-competitive because they offered it to a consumer. They offered the companies to utilize that feature. I will say the one experience was Stadia. Stadia had that. You went ahead on the browser and you logged into the browser and you downloaded because Apple didn't allow Google to have Stadia on the iOS App Store. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Anti-competitive.
Well, yeah, so yeah, it's.
I have Apple Arcade.
I do too.
That's what I'm telling you. Nobody can get on my level because I have Apple Arcade.
Well, I do too. Yeah, like you're right, that special.
Apple's saying that. If you didn't get what I was trying to get at.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So they have that, deny everybody around, and that is it's the perception at the end of the day. It's the perception. There's not legal precedent or they really can't go after. It's the what's baked into the minds of others and how they will perceive a certain company with certain acts. Because again, I'm stuck that y'all gonna allow Netflix, y'all gonna allow Hulu, y'all gonna allow Disney to watch individual rated movies / series, TVs, talk show with disclaimers, but you can't do that with games. That's what bothers the out of me. Hence, anti-competitive. So I cannot wait until this is finalized. This trial does not have a jury. It's a bench trial.
Yeah, honestly.
So I hope the judge goes.
I honestly think no matter what the result is, Epic winning, Apple winning, tie, whatever happens, things are going to change.
Things are going to change.
Because
and it's
so
gonna
much
be crazy.
things have been leaked, so much things have been said, so much things have been outed out by both Apple and Epic, like bad things about both of them. Things are going to change. One way or another.
Nothing went into a leak too. We found out that the profit margins of Apple, and profit margins, put it this way, how much they spend versus how much they make. It's like a comparison. If I'm wrong, literally get at me. It's fine. But it was to the point that it was so alarming. Epic made it like, hey, their profit margins are 80%. How? Apple didn't even deny it. They just said that's misleading. You don't know how much it costs for us to do this, that.
80%
to reduce the 80%. So they're saying that, yeah, it is 80%, but you're not telling them that we have to pay for this. Pay for what? Everybody else is paying it 30% to you within in-app purchases. Apple, y'all winning too much. Y'all got to take an L. Take an L. I was rooting for Apple when they fought Samsung. And I knew damn well they were going to win that because I'm going to give you a little backstory. Years ago, Galaxy 3 or 4, something like that. Galaxy something. It was a phone. They copied the crap out of Apple with their design, the box, the open, the crap, the plain. You just see the phone in white. You pull the white, the accessory. They copied damn near to the T with their Samsung packaging. You're not going to tell me you're not going to get sued?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You gonna get sued. You gonna copy exactly my swag, bro? You're done. And they got sued. And I guess their amount got slightly reduced, but Samsung still had to pay. They violated. Bad. So, and Apple took some L's here and there with designs of the FaceTime and whatnot. Okay, but take this loss, Apple. Take it. And you know what I think it is? I think they're both going to lose.
Like, well,
and
someone has to win.
It.
Someone has to win.
Somebody has to win, but then nobody's going to walk out a clear winner, though.
Oh, no. Like I said, they're both going to get hit no matter what. I guess we just have to figure out what's going to be worse. Like, what situation is going to be worse? We don't know. We have to figure that out once that comes out.
Yeah, because to be completely honest with you, Epic is going to get... You know what I think it is? I think Apple's going to ultimately lose, but Epic's going to get a real talk about what they did. Like, you got to understand something. You can't be doing that. You hear? Once you have to lock into an agreement, you got to make sure you follow the rules, my friend. You're in their playground. You can't be messing around. Same face, see? Can't be messing around.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna look at yo, Apple, change your shit, bro. Because you ain't winning with it. You gotta stop it. You can't be doing that anymore. You gotta stop it.
Yeah.
That's what I think is gonna happen. Because Apple's, there's so much things that's flowing in my head. Phil Schiller, Phil Schiller in 2011 in a leaked email during the court hearings, even stated to Eddie Q, which was running iTunes music business at that time. I think maybe it was Tim Cook still or Steve. When did Steve Jobs pass away? It wasn't 2008 or was it 2009?
It was like 10 or 11.
Was it?
Let me check. Hold on.
'Cause I think it was Steve Jobs that he responded to. I don't want to sit here and go and bore y'all. We're in the zone right now when it comes to discussing this. Look that up. You looking it up? Do you hear that, guys? I hope we don't get flagged because that's a legendary song right there. Consider that a promo.
October 5th, 2011.
Okay. So this was before. So before Steve Jobs passed away, there was an email to Steve Jobs, Tim Cook, Eddie Q, and Phil Schiller mentioned, hey guys, you know what? There's going to be fierce competition. So you kind of want to reduce your 30% commissions for in-app purchases. Let's kind of reduce that to like 15%. He mentioned that in 2011. That came out.
Yeah.
So they were told... I think they listed him down the road by saying 30% in the next year and a half, or if you make a certain amount, we reduce it to 15%. But that still doesn't justify what Apple was trying to do when Epic got caught. Mm-hmm. They try to nuke the hell out of him. That kind of tells you something. If you're a company that's going to be that petty and give him a slap in the wrist and be that petty and break the wrist and kick him out of your playground by destroying all of your tools. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like their tactics that they already shown kind of gives you an idea how Apple is rolling and will it be safe moving forward after this?
But honestly though, like, cause with all this news that was coming out, I've been following it the entire time, obviously, and stuff. Are you even shocked that Apple's doing this? Cause I'm not.
No.
I'm not. Like, have you seen, like, their business practice, especially lately with what they're selling, you know, taking things out, making things more expensive and things like that.
The phone's going to come out as a put together for $500 more. here's
you
the
knew what I was talking
flexibility
about
of building
then.
your own phone.
You know what I was talking about then. Like, you know, when they got rid of the brick recently,
Yep.
changed the lighting cable thing a couple of years ago. You know, things like that. So that's why hearing about this and seeing it, it's great that we have it in letter and like writing now and stuff like
leaked,
that. But
so
these are stuff that can't be hidden. But this is stuff we pretty much know, like, or if we didn't know, was not shocking.
You know what it is? I think we, as Apple product owners, I think we are conditioned to understand how Apple rose, so we're being abused mentally with their retail practices. Mm-hmm. But we didn't think it went ahead and went towards the developers too. That's why I kind of, because we're not developers.
Scummy,
we're not developers, so we don't know. But for us as consumers to understand that it is when we don't get chargers on phones anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, like all this other, they're going green. Shut up! I need my charger. They ain't gonna listen to me. And now they're gonna go about doing that to developers of cheating themselves, like cheating the developers. And then what if they don't hit that mark of revenue and they're struggling? They still got to meet that 30% for every damn subscription you got to pay. So
let's be real. Apple will never struggle. Let's be real.
They won't struggle.
Let's be real.
No, honestly, if something really, really bad happens,
which they won't, because people, no matter what, this whole child thing is going to go through and it'll make probably Apple look so bad, but people will still buy their products.
No, people will still buy the products. There's no question about that. Developers will now be reluctant to deal with Apple, and down the road,
which that would hurt.
I bet you Apple Arcade will be stripped. There will be no more Apple Arcade. I bet you that could happen. Prediction time. After this, a good year and a half, Apple Arcade will be no more. Why? I bet you after this, You're gonna see Game Pass Ultimate on the App Store. You're gonna see PlayStation Now on the App Store. You're going to see Amazon Luna officially on the App Store. Watch, dude. And if that happens, nobody's playing Apple Arcade. And then why? Because there's obviously better games,
Well,
right?
yeah, of course.
And then developers are not going to be dealing with Apple and their shadiness. So guess where they're going to take their talents to? Google.
Exactly.
So they're probably going to reduce their commissions and then realize Apple Arcade is kind of useless now. Get rid of that. Or make it a bundle and strip it. Like, oh, we'll make it into the family bundle free. If you're an Apple owner and if you have iCloud, blah, 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 you get this for free. But instead of 100 games, it's now like nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you get 50 games. That's it, capped. If you want else, buy more stuff. You know? But that is something that, what happened? Can't breathe? Oh, go blow your nose. Because you keep doing that, you're going to dry yourself. Got the cold, man. Got a cold. Yeah, go blow it and relax. Yeah, man, that's the Massachusetts and the weather. It's absolutely terrible. Mm-hmm. So what else do you have written about Epic? We went through a couple of leaks. You didn't write the skins that they were leaked?
No, I didn't. I forgot about that. Well, I mean, we should say, like, because it was also leaked exactly, you know, how much Fortnite made. This was between 2018 and 2019. That they made $9.165 billion.
How much?
$9.165 billion
Jesus.
between 2018 and 2019.
Wow.
They made a lot. And then, so in 2018, they made 5.4 billion. And then 2019, they made 3.7 billion. Unreal made them 221 million, and the Epic Store itself did 235 million.
Got it. Wow.
So their bread and butter is Fortnite.
Yep. It is Fortnite. Now I'm gonna get you the skins. So the skins, which were leaked, if I can grab my camera here so you guys can understand here. The leaked skins that were through the court of strategic partnerships is now not strategic anymore. You mentioned the first one, which is Samus, Naruto, okay?
Not shocking.
Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games, which is crazy because Battle Royale is like the Hunger Games till one survives.
Pretty
That's
much,
cool.
yeah.
Batman Looper, The Bride. These are all skins that Fortnite was either going to and planning on or moving forward due to fallout and agreements. We got Snake Plissken. Am I saying that correct? Snake Plissken? John McClane from Die Hard. Ariana Grande. Okay, was she gonna throw Starbucks for her grenades? Her ice. You know what I'm saying? Like
They could get creative. I can see they got creative.
Cloud Macchiato. You know, throw that as frag grenades. Could be Starbucks. And next one doesn't help. Lady Gaga. Or a special move. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Sound waves. 3 people, you know what I'm saying? Like they all die. LeBron James was another one. And they were supposed to have a mini game where you'll play 3-on-3 basketball. So they had detail. They were doing their thing. And then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Rock.
Not shocked by that.
Not really.
Not at all.
But when it comes to games and building what's called a metaverse, and if you peeped our episode 8, we talked about the metaverse. That's what they're trying to build. That's what they're trying to build, and this was part of it. So I'm going to give you the segue because I got to tend to my son when it comes to breathing properly. I want you to give the next, I'm going to give you, we're going to chill with the Epic versus Apple because we got 2 more weeks in the verdict coming soon. But that is from the hilarity of the people screaming free Fortnite and swearing and laughing and giggling and doing all sorts of stupid stuff on Monday. And then the old hags went ahead and muted it because they figured it out. From Sony's gangsta-ass move to make their money off of cross-game platforming. That's smart, man. Y'all smart. That was a smart move, man. God Ah, that's great. It wasn't even robbery too. They didn't pull an Apple.
No.
They didn't do an Apple. They said, hey, if someone's gonna be buying some skins and some axes on a PC and Xbox, and you're rocking a PlayStation founded Fortnite character, hey, I'm gonna need some money. Gonna need some money. And so I can add on to that. When they make an agreement, you're forced to show off your revenues of all your digital goods every month. So they look at it and go, oh, okay, You got 5,000 V-Bucks from the PC. You got 2,500 V-Bucks. You put that $10 times that. I get 20% of that, and I'm gonna need that money. Gangsta.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then from Schiller telling them, hey, look, you should be reducing your fees. Hello, and kind of didn't happen. So, stay tuned because there is more. So let's talk about.